What's the most rebellious thing you've ever done as a person of legal authority? The law students laughed when they asked it. They expected a charming anecdote, a traffic ticket I tore up, maybe a witty remark I made from the bench, something to humanize the robe and gavel. I could have given them that. I could have lied. Instead, I said, I smuggled a witness out of the country under the court's nose. Silence. Then nervous chuckles. They thought I was joking. I wasn't. It was 7 years ago, a racketeering trial that had the city boiling. The defendant was a crime boss everyone called Marcel the Butcher, a man who built his empire on intimidation and corpses left in alleys. The star witness was a young accountant named Daniel Vega. He'd cooked Marcel's books, then flipped when the violence got too close. He testified in pre-trial hearings, enough to get the indictment through. Everyone knew he wouldn't survive until sentencing. Anonymous letters arrived at my chambers. Judges bleed too. My clerk's tires were slashed, and Daniel's apartment was firebombed the week before trial. He and his daughter barely made it out. The DA insisted on pushing forward.
We can protect him,
They said. They couldn't. I saw the fear in Daniel's eyes when he swore his oath in court. His voice trembled, but his testimony was precise, damning, each number a nail in Marcel's coffin. And I knew. The moment I banged my gavel, Daniel was signing his death warrant. The law is supposed to be impartial. I wasn't supposed to interfere. My job was to preside, not to play savior. But I couldn't stop seeing his daughter, clinging to his hand in the courthouse hallway. 8 years old, innocent, marked for death because her father chose the truth. So I made a decision. Not lawful, not ethical, but human. The night after Daniel's final testimony, I called in a favor. A friend of mine from university, now working in immigration enforcement, owed me his career. I signed an administrative transfer order, a piece of paper that should never have carried weight in that situation. It moved Daniel and his daughter into a holding facility near the border. From there, it was easy. A transport van, a midnight release. By dawn, they were gone. By noon, they were across an ocean. Officially, Daniel disappeared. The DA fumed, the defense crowed, the trial nearly collapsed. But the jury had enough. Marcel was convicted on other testimony, other evidence. The city called it justice. Marcel called it betrayal. I called it survival. Daniel Vega never testified again, never appeared in any witness registry. His name became a ghost in the system. I sometimes get postcards, blank ones, a photograph of a beach, a mountain, a city skyline. No words, just proof that he and his daughter are still breathing. It was rebellion, yes? Against the law I swore to uphold, against the system that valued procedure over people. The students blinked at me when I finished my answer. One girl raised her hand.
But wasn't that illegal?
The most rebellious things usually are.